Attention citizens. The party has successfully passed the necessary generational investment. Despite attempts at the systematic resource sabotage by the opposition, stability has been maintained. The opposition claims the $78.3 billion deficit is reckless debt and mocks the party's stated goal to spend less and invest more. We define this as generational investment. GI is the necessary capital injection to protect our long-term economic stability. It is an investment, not a cost. The former phrase was a guiding principle, while generational investment is an actual required scale of capital transfer to secure the future. The threat of an election being triggered by the opposition no vote is defined as resource misallocation threat. Resource misallocation threat ensures the opposition remains compliant. Their House leader correctly identified that to trigger an election is to waste valuable public capital, proving their attempt to vote no was disingenuous. The passing of the budget by the narrowest possible margin is officially labeled as Pre-Authorized Adversarial Compliance. This confirms that even the actions of our adversaries are predictable and ultimately compliant with the party's need for stability. The final result, stability, was pre-authorized by the system itself. Citizens, the system works. The budget has passed. The party remains in power. The outcome was never in doubt because the entire process was an act of pre-authorized adversarial compliance.
They didn't win the vote. They survived the performance. They ran on the slogan of spend less to invest more, and then they delivered a $78.3 billion deficit. They told you the deficit was necessary because they were facing disastrous polls and couldn't risk an election. So they created a political trap. Vote no, and it's your fault. Vote for the costly election, or vote yes and save the deficit. The result? The budget passed 170 to 168. The deficit is secured. And who saved them? The opposition itself. 5 NDP members voted yes, and the Green Party voted yes, specifically because of a climate commitment tying directly back to the corporate theater of Carney's carbon competitiveness. This was not a confidence vote. It was political risk management. They used the opposition to perform a near-death experience, allowing the party to look strong without having to face the voters. They're not selling you stability. They're selling you pre-authorized adversarial compliance, ensuring that every branch of the system ultimately serves the perpetual mandate. This has been your 2-minute hate, exposing the election that wasn't, which was designed to save a government too weak to win. The party is watching. Subscribe, like, and follow to Smash Control. Think for yourself.